So as many of you know, I've done reviews on these backpacks, well, backpack carry-ons, and I want to do a final review. We traveled for the last 7 months. The first 2 months were here in the United States in our car, and these are the bags we used for Rick, Willow, Noah, myself, and Cookie's bag I don't have here. Cookie traveled with us across the United States up to California and back up to Ohio to see my mom. And these bags were in and out of that car and pretty beat up. Then, after we left Ohio, we took these bags and we flew to New York to Dublin. We were there for a little bit. And then from Dublin, we went to Donegal, Ireland, the west coast. And then we took a tiny, tiny little plane that took us back to Dublin so we could fly to London. And we were there for a little bit. And then we took another small plane to take us to Asturias, Spain. And of course, keep in mind, all those trips, you have to drag these bags across airports. You have to go down very narrow rows in airplanes. You have to lift bags up, shove them inside those small compartments over your head or under your seat, very tiny compartments. And then when we left Spain, we went from Asturias, northern part of Spain, where we were for 3 months, and flew to Madrid. And from Madrid, we had to take another plane to New York, rented a car, shoved those bags in there again, went to Cleveland, unpacked, repacked, drove all the way back down to Florida. Then, of course, I had to go back to Ohio with Rick, so we took 2 bags back, and now we're back in Florida. So I just want to let you know where these bags have gone. And for starters, I want to say all the bags I'm going to show you have stood up perfectly. They are super strong. Of course, I did my research before we bought anything. I research things to death before I get involved with something, buy something. That's just the way I am. So I wanted to share what I've learned with you. So if you're a traveler or just looking for a bag for college or for some other reason, stay tuned, and I'm going to discuss each one individually. Now keep in mind, all of us have different wants and needs in a bag, and this is why I want to share all the little nitty-gritty details of what I think about them, because it might depend on where you're going, what you're using the bag for, on like which bag you want to decide to get. Because if you're traveling overseas and you're traveling in a lot of different types of airplanes, you might want to get one kind of bag. If you're just traveling within the country, short flights, you might want to get a different bag. If you're going to college and just need to carry your books around, you need another bag. So here we go. So first let me start with my Travel On crossbody bucket bag. This was my second bag, okay? My purse, as I call it, but it's really a bag that was wonderful for traveling. And this is why I say it depends on where you're going, because when I went from Florida to Ohio once, I could only have one bag on that plane. So I shoved this bag inside a backpack. I didn't have any of these bags at the time, but this bag I had shoved in there so I wouldn't have to pay extra. It was one of those economy planes. But this bag here, going to Europe and across the country, and I'm still using it. I'm not going to show you inside. You can look at that online, but it's super sturdy. I don't know if you can see, it's like canvas, or I'm not sure if it's canvas, but that's what it feels like. And then you have these zippers, and inside here you can put credit cards, and I like that there's blue because I can't see really well when it's black, when the purses are black inside. So I really like this because I can find my things. Now take a look at these zippers. The zippers are really strong. Most purses that aren't well made will break the zippers. You see that little claw-like thing here? You want to hook this up to this and just put it in there, and this way no one can try to pickpocket you. If you're in a train or plane or a tight space and someone's trying to get into your bag, they're going to have a hard time if you have this like that, locked up. You don't have to, because if you have this wrapped around you and in front of you, it's not going to go anywhere. Just be very aware of your surroundings, of course, when you travel or anytime. So this bag just is super roomy. I love that. You see this zipper here? I'll get a little closer again. This opens up so you can put a bottle of water in here. So that's what I do. I put a bottle of water there, and on this side is another same compartment where you could put another bottle, or for me, I would put an umbrella there. And then, of course, there's another big compartment in the back. So I like having compartments, and inside there's more compartments. It keeps things organized. So I do highly, highly recommend this bag. They have different sizes. I had one before this, a smaller size, and I'm thinking I'm going to get that just to have on hand when I just don't want to carry this whole bag. But I got to tell you, with the family, everyone's asking for something: scissors, pens, paper, Band-Aids. So if you're a mom, you're probably carrying a bigger bag like this. If you just want a smaller bag just for going out, Travel On makes a really nice one. It's probably, about this size, like this. I'll have to get one and then show it to you, because the one I had, I liked a lot. So let's move on to the carry-on bags. I'm going to start with this bag because it's a backpack and it does not have wheels. For young people and people who don't want wheels to drag around, they just want to put a backpack on. This bag, of all bags I've had in my life, no kidding, and for those of you who know me, you know when I tell you something, I'm serious about it. I will never tell you something I don't believe in. I won't share a product I don't believe in. So let me tell you about this bag. Again, this is the best bag I've had in my whole entire life, and I've had a lot of bags. Now, I personally can't carry a backpack, or not a heavy one with a lot of stuff in it because of my back, but the kids used it, and I would have to say even they would say they would prefer wheeled bags for traveling long distances like we did, going to different countries, different cities, doing a lot of airports, because it did get heavy because of all the stuff that they were carrying in there. But if you're just traveling light and you're just traveling from one location to another and you don't want to worry about the wheels, you just want to put it on your back. This bag is called EBags, and it's super strong. And also check this material out. See how sturdy that is? And look how neat and nice this is. The zippers are super strong. And let me tell you, we shoved stuff in these bags, sat on it, stretched the zipper. It did not break. What I really like about this bag is that besides how strong it is, it has these zippers here. Let me try to get a little closer here. You see these little holes here, here, and here? You could put these under like that, and then this TSA approved lock would go through those two holes so you can lock it up. This outside pocket does not have a lock, but I like this if you want to put your passport or something you need to get into very quickly. I'm going to kneel down here to get a little closer to show you this bag so you have a close-up of it. The zipper here opens up. This opens up like this. We have this mesh section here. You put your underwear, socks, whatever you want to put in there, and it zips up. Okay? And down in here you have another little bag. And you have this space here. You can, this can go up like this if you want a divider, and you would clip these to keep them up if you want. We had it flat like this. The reason they have it like this, so when you stand up your bag this way, things won't slide down this way. But we weren't worried about that, so we kept this here. You can put your clothes in here. And what's really cool about inside here, you have these compression straps. So once you have your clothes in here, you can put that there and you squish it like this, and it really packs your clothes in there, so you could fit a lot in there, and it doesn't look bulky, so you can get it on the plane without them trying to take your bag, and the size and all is the right size for most planes. This bag is called the Motherload EBags Weekender Junior size. It's a smaller size, so they even have a bigger size. And I was thinking about like Boy Scouts and campers and people who like to go outdoors. So they do have a bigger bag if you have a lot more to carry. Once you fill up this bag, use your compression straps, get your clothes in there, and you can zip it up. When you're going on the plane, you're going to want the second zipper closed, so this is compressed as possible, so it's stays the right size to get on the plane, and you won't have any issues. Once you're just traveling with your car and you need more space, you can just unzip this and it will widen this bag to give you more room. I'll show that to you. See how it gives you more room? Isn't that cool? Look how much more wide that is. So once you have this closed and the zipper closed before you get on the airplane, once you're all packed and you have that zipper closed, we have it compressed, inside is compressed. They have more compression straps outside. So you can sit on your bag, smush it some more, and these compression straps here will make your bag even more thin, so it's not so bulky. And the other thing I want to show you about this bag, so you have this handle, and you can just take it out of the car or lift it to put inside, overhead. Then you have this handle to carry, just like a regular bag, and then you have this that you could wrap around like this if you prefer, like a messenger bag. You could put these straps away and pull these out. These backpack straps can be put away if you don't want to carry it as a backpack. So you could put this on, okay, carrying it like this. Put all those straps away. You don't need all those straps. And then, of course, don't forget, most of us have laptops these days. That will fit right here. Look at all that room. Noah carried his Alienware in this backpack. No problems. So it shows you how much room this has. The only downside is that this bag can get heavy if you put a lot of stuff in it, because it's a good size, but it will fit most airlines. The size of all the bags will be in the details. I'm going to put the links in the comment section to each bag so you can check out the sizes. Now keep in mind, when you're looking at airlines, what we did was try to find the airline that takes the smallest bag and try to stick with that size. And all of our bags fit in all of the airlines. We did not want to have any check-in bags. This is why it was so important that we had the right carry-on bags. And all of these bags were perfect carry-on bags. This is a travel-on wheeled under seat bag. This is a bag that Willow carried. She had books with her for college and computer and wires and you name it in here. So she had this plus the motherload backpack as Noah did. But this was her second bag, because we were allowed to have two bags, one that would fit under the seat and one that would go over the head. This one fit under the seat. The motherload EBag went over our heads. This bag, I'd have to say, is really easy to carry around. It's light. It's very practical. It will definitely fit under your seat. So somebody who wants one little bag and doesn't travel with a lot of stuff like we did. We traveled with very little, and we probably could have gone with less. And people wonder, like, how many things do I need if I'm going on a month travel or 3 months? The same as you would for a week, in my opinion. Of course, if you are into fashion and want to change your clothes every day and have different things to wear, you're going to need more room. It rolls real nice this way, okay? The wheels are great. They're not spinner wheels. This fits down the airplane aisles, which are very narrow, or you could pick up your bag like that. Of course, you have the telescopic handle, very sturdy. This bag here has this zipper in the front. Let me see if I can bring it closer to you. You've got this bag. There's no lock on this, but you could put passports, wallet, something easy to get in and out. You have, this opens up like this, so you could just put your clothes in here. Of course, we still have our power adapters in here for next time we go overseas, because your electronics will not fit into the wall in different countries. You need an adapter, and that's what these are. There's little compartments. Let's see if I can show you a little bit better on the side there. If you're worried about wet clothes, dirty clothes, or bars of soap, or little shampoos, that can go in there. You got little pockets here. Now keep in mind, when you're traveling, they want everything in one little quart-sized bag as far as liquids go. Don't take liquids with you. when you land, you can buy a bottle of shampoo somewhere, or the hotels usually have shampoo, conditioners. Of course, some of you might have medications. So put all your liquids in one little bag, keep them right on top so you can pull it out when you get to the airport. Willow was able to put her 13-inch computer in here without any issue. And then you have this back here, which comes in handy. So if you have another rolling bag, you could slide that on top. So you could just drag them together. And then of course the side has a little pocket here. You can put a bottle of water. And then this has another area here. And then inside you have more places to organize your things. So that's all I have to say about this bag. Now this bag is the one that I carried, that I had, and I really like it too. So it gets really hard to pick which bag. Now that I've traveled a little bit to different places on different types of planes and cars and trains, I have discovered that I like each one of these bags for different reasons. Like Willow's bag that I just showed you, I feel it's perfect if I just need one small bag to put everything in there. And if my computer were to fit in there, hers is a 13-inch, mine's larger. That bag's really nice because it just fits under the seat. You don't have to worry about putting it overhead, because some of those overhead compartments are like narrow and you have to like shove it in there. So if you're not super strong and you're shorter and you just can't get, traveling is pretty stressful, I think, as it is. So try to think of ways to make it even less stressful. So this Samsonite bag that I carried is an awesome bag. So this bag rolls right down the aisle as well, like this. Even though this fits down the aisle, it's kind of hard to drag it straight down. The bags with two wheels, not a big deal. If you don't have a bad back, you don't have to, you just pick up the bag and walk down the aisle. That makes it even easier. But this bag I really like because it is small. It does fit under most seats. It will also fit overhead if that's where you want to put it. It has this compartment here, which has more compartments, zippers, and you can put things in here. I love to be organized because I'm not a real organized person, so I need a little help. And these kind of bags help me out. Now, and I also like the way it's designed, because when you go there's this little box at the airport before you get on to make sure you put your suitcase in this box to make sure it fits. I swear that box seems a little smaller than the allowed size. So you're going to want to make sure your bag is not even a hair over, or they will take it from you and put it under the plane, and maybe you have to pay extra. Then you're going to have to look for that carousel area. Look for your bag. Hope to God it doesn't get lost somewhere if you have a connecting flight. That's the reason we didn't want to have bags checked in, because we didn't want to worry about all that. So this bag, the design, it curves flat here, so it's not like sticking up, because they count the handle, they count the wheels. I'm turning this around to show you the back, but the wheels are like in the bag, so you don't have to worry about it taking up your inches that you're allowed to have. And same with the handle. This is where you could zip it flat, and then you can just grab this bag like this. And then if you need to, you could pull this out, of course. But it's very compact, well designed. This has a zipper on this side. I know that you could use it for a water bottle, but it's kind of flat. It will fit a water bottle in here, but you could put dirty clothes in here, wet bathing suit, things like that. And the other side, it has the same. As you can see, I have these TSA approved locks on all the bags because I really didn't use them, but I did have them on here in case they did take my bags away, that I would be ready to go to have things locked up. Or we did use them when we put the bag up over our head, just in case someone took our bag. Not that it's going to stop them from getting in your bag once it's gone, but we kept close eye on all our bags. We have the main compartment. I have blankets in here, and I just left them in there because I wanted to show you how much room I have. Of course, we got more pockets. I still have Band-Aids and I don't know what in there. My back brace, I've got this big blanket. I've got another huge blanket in there. You could fit a lot of stuff in this bag. And then inside this bag, you've got this big, deep, look how deep that is. More pockets. Just very well designed. So you put your stuff in here, you close this up. This comes here. See, there's even more zippers there. And you got this here and it snaps. Okay, so that kind of helps smush your clothes in there, and then you close it up and you're good to go. This also has this as well, where you can put it on top of another bag that you need to drag down the airport. So this bag I also highly recommend. I like it because of the size. So this is my Samsonite. This is Willow's Travel On. I wanted to put it in front to show you how much taller or bigger my bag is. I don't know if you can see that. My bag has more room, but sometimes you might have a little trouble getting it under the small planes, under the seat, and then you have to put it overhead, which is not a big deal. I just wanted to let you know the difference, because if you don't have a lot of stuff, this is really all you need. If you do have a few more things or a larger laptop, you're going to want that bag. But now I'm going to show you the last bag, which I would say is the easiest for me to drag around the airport because it has spinner wheels. If you don't know what spinner wheels are, you can look it up, but they just spin in all different directions. My bag can only go down the aisle this way, okay? So if someone's elbow or foot's out, it's going to kind of get in the way. Not a big deal. You lift it up and you move it, but that's kind of hard for me to do. So at some times, Rick and I had to switch bags because I couldn't carry my bag, but I could wheel his because it just rolls like a dream. So let me just show you. Look at this. There it is. See how it just can turn? Let me get my bag out of the way. See, my bag, I'm going to have to drag it because it doesn't roll sideways. This one will roll sideways. It'll turn in circles. It'll go down the aisle this way. If the aisle is extra narrow, you would go this way. Instead of dragging it down the aisle this way, you go this way. This is the 19-inch spinner Samsonite. This bag has spinner wheels, as I mentioned. And it's super sturdy. You can put your address right here. It has the telescopic handle. In the front here, you could put your notebooks or whatever you want to put here, a little iPad. And then you have this to put your laptop, computer, whatever you want to put in there. We also have our TSA locks, which I recommend that you at least have them. And I'll turn the sideways. You know, that's what's nice about this bag too is it has this handle here, so if you do want to carry it like this, you can. And then you do have this handle as well up here, so you don't always have to be dragging it. You can just carry it if you want. And let me show you inside. It holds quite a bit. You got your zipper to the main compartment. Opens up. You have space. Again, I have more blankets in here. So I have this blanket. I got another blanket. I got another big giant blanket. And you can see inside all the space that we have here. And then of course, compression straps. Very handy. And then you got a zipper and another zipper over here. So I'd have to say this is probably, if I had to pick one, my favorite, but I think this bag comes in a little bit smaller, and I think 17-inch. If you're going to be traveling quite a bit and you're not sure what size plane you're going to be on or anything like that, I recommend maybe you go down to the 17-inch, because this definitely did not fit under the seat, but it did fit overhead, but barely, because they don't give you enough room. And especially if there's a lot of people on the plane, you're going to have to smash and shove it in there. And they did take this bag and put it under, not on the carousel thing, but they just took it and handed it back to us. And it was kind of weird because anybody could have taken our bag. They were just like throwing it up where you get off the plane. and throwing it up on a shelf, and people were just taking bags, and thank God I saw it coming up and grabbed it. That's why I would go with a little bit smaller. This bag, but 17-inch. And I'm 99.9% sure I saw that bag, and if I find it again, I'll leave the link below. If not, I'll put the link for this one, and you can search from there for the smaller version, if you want a smaller version. But this bag, 99% of the time, is going to fit overhead, and you're not going to have an issue with it. Yeah, I like this bag. I like them all, but this one's the easiest to get down those aisles. Running when you're racing to another plane, when you're late, you can make sure the bag's not tipping over. That's the only thing about like a bag that doesn't have spinner wheels. When you're racing across the airport and you're trying to like turn a corner, the bag will tip over because you only have the two wheels and it only goes in one direction. Unless you're strong and you can carry it and run, but this thing will run with you. That's my final review on the bags we carried while traveling. I recommend them all, depending on what you're looking for. But if you can get a bag with spinner wheels, if you think you need them, I do recommend spinner wheels. If you have any other questions about the bags, just ask, comment below. I'll try to answer them for you. But all the links below will have all of the descriptions in detail about the bags. And then read the reviews, and you can see what people are saying about the bags, because that will help you. Because what bothers one person may not bother another person, or what you're looking for may be not something somebody else is looking for. So do your homework, do your research to make sure you get the bag that's right for you. And with Amazon, whenever you buy a product from Amazon, feel very comfortable buying from them, because if you don't like it, there's no question to ask, return it. So if you get the bag and you're like, this is not it, I don't like it, it's not what I thought it was, you just go to where your orders are, you click, you want a refund or a return, I forget what the button says, and you print out a label, boom, it goes back. So you got nothing to lose. Well, I hope you liked this video. Thumbs up, please share, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to live a passionate life.